Learn mathematics in easy ways. Watch and learn to my YouTube channel, Maestro Bench. Please subscribe and click the bell button for notification. Before we proceed to our topic, I would like to share to you this quotation. Mathematics is not about numbers, equations, computations, or algorithms. It is about understanding. Today we're going to have the operations and functions. Definitely, multiplication of functions. Our learning competencies. Perform multiplication of functions. And what is multiplication of functions? If f and g are functions, their product is defined as the quantity of f times g of x is equal to f of x times g of x. Now, let's take example number 1. But before that, please do remember the following. If we are multiplying functions with like signs or same signs, positive times positive is equal to positive. We have example 8 or positive 8 times positive 9, that is equal to positive 72. Negative times negative will always be positive. Example, negative 4 times negative 6, that is equal to positive 24. Please do remember that if you are multiplying same signs, the sign of the answer will always be positive. If we are multiplying functions with unlike signs or different signs, positive times negative is equal to negative. Example, positive 5 times negative 9 that is equal to negative 45. Positive times negative, that will be negative. Negative times positive is equal to negative. Negative 5 times positive 6, that is negative 30. Please do remember that if you are multiplying unlike signs or different signs, the sign of the answer will be negative. Let's proceed to the loss of exponent that we'll be using in the multiplication of functions. If you are multiplying a variable with different exponent, x of m times the x of n, that is equal to x raised to m plus n. Simply add the exponent. For example, number 1, x to the 4th times x to the 5th. So you have to add 4 and 5, we'll be having x to the 9th. Example number 2, x to the 8th times x cubed or 8 plus 3, that is equal to x raised to 11. Let's proceed to example at our topic, which is the multiplication of functions. Example number 1, multiply the following functions. F of x is equal to 3x, and then the g of x is equal to 6x to the 4th plus 5x squared. We have to find for the quantity of f times the g of x, that is equal to f of x times g of x. First, and then we have to copy the f of x, which is the 3 of x or 3x. And then multiplied by the g of x, we have the 6x to the 4th plus 5x squared. Distributive property of multiplication, you have to multiply 3x to 6x to the 4th. 3 times 6, that is 18. And then we have the exponent of 1 here. Simply add their exponent. 1 plus 4, we will be having 18x to the 5th. And then we have to multiply 3x in 5x squared or positive 5x squared. So 3 times 5, that is 15. And then you have to add the exponent of x, which is 1 plus 2. We have plus 15x cubed. So this will be our answer for example number 1, since we do not have like terms. Example number 2, multiply the following functions. F of x is equal to negative 5x to the 6. g of x is equal to 3x to the 6 plus 7x cubed. Still, we have to find for the quantity of f times the g of x that is equal to f of x times the g of x. First, we have to copy the f of x, which is negative 5x to the 6. That will be multiplied by the g of x, which is 3x to the 6 plus 7x cubed. And then we have to multiply negative 5x to the 6 to 3x to the 6. 5 times 3, 15. Negative times positive, that is negative. And then we have to add 6 plus 6, their exponent. And then we come up with negative 15x to the 12, or raised to 12. And then we have to multiply negative 5x to the 6 by 7x cubed. 5 times 7, 35. Negative times positive, we have negative 35x to the 9. And then you have to add 6 plus 3, that is 9. We are in descending order because we starting the final answer, for example, number 2, in the highest exponent, which is 12. And then 9. We have the answer negative 15x to the 12 minus 35x to the 9. Example number 3. Multiply the following functions. We have the f of x, which is equal to 2x cubed plus 4x to the 5th minus 6x to the 4th. And then the g of x, which is equal to negative 5x squared. Still, we have to find for the quantity of f times the g of x that is equal to f of x times the g of x. And then we have to write for the f of x. F of x is 2x cubed plus 4x to the 5th minus 6x to the 4th. And then will be multiplied by the g of x, which is the 5x, negative 5x squared. And then this negative 5x squared will be multiplied by 2x cubed. 5 times 2, that is 10. Negative times positive, we have negative 10x to the 5th. Because we have to add their exponent. 2 plus 3, that is 5. And then negative 5x squared, that we will be multiply it by 4x to the 5th. 5 times 4, 20. Negative times positive, negative. So we have minus 20x to the 7 because we are about to add their exponent, which is 2 plus 5, 7. And then we have to multiply negative 5x squared to negative 6x to the 4th. 5 times 6, 30. Negative times negative, positive. So we have plus 30x to the 6. Because 4 plus 2, we will be having the exponent of 6. And then we have to write it in descending order. So we have negative 20x to the 7 plus 30x to the 6 minus 10x to the 5th. Descending order means from the highest exponent, which is 7, up to the lowest exponent, 7, 6, 5. And this will be our answer for example number 3. Negative 20x to the 7 plus 30x to the 6 minus 10x to the 5th. Let's proceed to example number 4. Multiply the following functions. F of x is equal to negative 3x cubed plus 6x squared, and the g of x is equal to 8x squared plus 7x cubed. We have to find for the quantity of f times g of x that is equal to f of x times the g of x. And then we have to write for the f of x. Negative 3x cubed plus 6x squared. And then will be multiplied by the g of x, which is 8x squared plus 7x to the cube. And then we have to multiply this part, negative 3x cubed to 8x squared. 3 times 8, 24. Negative times positive, that is negative. So we have negative 24x to the 5th because you have to add their exponent. And then we have to multiply this negative 3x cubed to positive 7x cubed. 3 times 7, 21. Negative times positive, we have negative 21x to the 6 because you have to add their exponent, which is 3 plus 3, that is 6. And then the third step will be, we will be multiplying 6x squared by 8x squared. 6 times 8, 48. Positive times positive, positive. And then we have to add their exponent, which is 2 plus 2, that is 4. So we come up with plus 48x to the fourth. And then this 6x squared multiplied by 7x cubed. 6 times 7, 42. Positive times positive will be having positive 42x to the fifth because you have to add their exponent 3 plus 2 and that is 5. And then we have to write it in descending order from the highest exponent to the lowest exponent. So we have negative 21x to the 6 followed by negative 24x to the fifth plus 42x to the fifth. And then positive or plus 48x to the fourth. Bring down negative 21x to the 6 because we do not have other terms here that is raised to exponent of 6. And then we have to add this part because they are like terms. Why? Because they do have same variable which is x and same exponent. They are like terms. If we will be combining it, we'll be having 18x to the fifth or plus 18x to the fifth. And then bring down plus 48x to the fourth. So we have the answer for example number 4. Negative 21x to the 6 plus 18x to the fifth plus 48x to the fourth. And then we have example number 5. Multiply the following functions. F of x is equal to 9x to the fifth minus 3x to the 8th, and the g of x is equal to negative 10x to the fourth minus 4x to the 6th. Still, we have to find for the quantity of f times g of x that is also equal to f of x times the g of x. We have to copy first the f of x, 9x to the fifth minus 3x to the 8th, multiplied by the g of x which is negative 10x to the fourth minus 4x to the 6th. And then we have to multiply this 9x to the fifth by negative 10x to the fourth. 9 times 10, 90. Positive times negative, negative. So we have negative 90x to the 9. Why? You have to add the exponent. 5 plus 4, that is 9. And then 9x to the fifth will be multiplied by negative 4x to the 6. 9 times 4, 36. Positive times negative, that is negative. So we have negative 36x to the 11. You have to add their exponent which is 5 and 6 or 5 plus 6, that is 11. Next step, we have to add or we have to multiply this part. Negative 3x to the 8 times negative 10x to the fourth. 3 times 10, 30. Negative times negative, positive. We have plus 30x to the 12. Why? Because you have to add their exponent. 8 plus 4, that is 12. And then we have to multiply 3 times 4, that is 12. Negative times negative, positive. So we have raised to 14. We have plus 12x to the 14 because you have to add their exponent which is 8 plus 6, that is 14. And then we have to write it in descending order from the highest exponent up to the lowest exponent. So we have here 12x to the 14th. This is the highest exponent in this group of terms. And then followed by plus 30x to the 12. And then negative 30x to the 11. And then negative 90x to the 9. We are in descending order 14, 12, 11, and 9. So our answer is 12x to the 14, 12x raised to 14 plus 30x to the 12 minus 36x to the 11 minus 90x to the 9. Let's proceed to our last example. Example number 6. Multiply the following functions. F of x is equal to negative 9x to the 7 minus 5x to the 4th plus 6x squared. And then the g of x is equal to negative 8x to the 9 plus 3x to the 7. Definitely, they are arranged in descending order. And then we have to find for the quantity of f times the g of x that is equal to f of x times the g of x. We have to copy first the f of x. Negative 9x to the 7 minus 5x to the 4th plus 6x squared. And then will be multiplied by the g of x, which is negative 8x to the 9 plus 3x to the 7. Now, we have to multiply this negative 8x to the 9 to the negative 9x to the 7. 9 times 8, that is 72. Negative times negative, positive. And then you have to add the exponent 7 plus 9, that is 16. So we have 72x to the 16 or raised to 16. And then we have to multiply negative 8x to the 9 to negative 5x to the 4th. 5 times 8, 40. Negative times negative, positive. 9 plus 4, 13. So we have plus 40x to the 13. And then you have to multiply negative 8x to the 9 to 6x squared. 6 times 8, 48. Negative times positive, negative. 9 plus 2, 11. So we have negative 48x to the 11. Next step, you have to multiply this 3x to the 7 to negative 9x to the 7. 3 times 9, 27. Positive times negative, negative. 7 plus 7, that is 14. So we have negative 27x to the 14. And then 3x to the 7 times negative 5x to the 4th. 3 times 5, 15. Positive times negative, negative. 7 plus 4, that is 11. So we have minus 15x to the 11. Next step, we have to multiply 3x to the 7 to 6x squared. 3 times 6, 18. Positive times positive, that is positive. 7 plus 2, that is 9. So we have plus 18x to the 9. And then we have to arrange it in descending order, means from the highest exponent up to the lowest exponent. Since our highest exponent is 16, so let bring down 72x to the 16, followed by negative 27x to the 14, then plus 40x to the 13. We have negative 48x to the 11, and negative or minus 15x to the 11, and we have 18x to the 9. They are in descending order from the highest exponent up to the lowest exponent. 16, 14, 13, 11, and 9. And then bring down 72x to the 16 or raise to exponent of 16. Minus 27x raised to 14 or exponent of 14 plus 14x to the 13. And then this part, we are going to combine them because they are in like terms because they have the same variable with the same exponent, which is 11. And we will be combining this. If you are adding two negative signs, you have to add the number 48 plus 15. That is 63. And then the sign of their answer will be negative. So we have minus 63x to the 11. Negative 48 plus negative 15. We have negative 63. And then bring down 18x or plus 18x to the 9. So we have 72x to the 16 minus 27x to the 14 plus 40x to the 13 minus 63x to the 11 plus 18x to the 9. So that will be our answer for example number 6. I hope that you've learned something. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!